energy is the Page of Swords. So we got out of water, we're now in air energy. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It may be their sun, their moon, or the rising sign. For some of you, maybe this represents a young person. But for others of you, you're taking on the energy of this page. And so you may be dealing with intellectual matters, could be paperwork, it could be that you're trying to find something out or someone is trying to find out about you. It's another card that indicates secrets being revealed. So some of you may be getting some news. Now, in the negative, this may be news about some kind of trouble or problem or ordeal. Maybe someone spreading conspiracies or rumors. There may be issues connected to the law or legal situations. So you could feel betrayed in some way. Maybe someone's prying into your affairs or somebody's been watching you. This may be someone who is a rival in love, or it could be somebody that really doesn't have a whole lot of love for you and they don't mind trying to hurt you. They're inclined to wrong you in some way. So it just depends on what you're dealing with. For some of you, again, this is about mental matters where you're involved with a negotiator or an arbitrator, somebody who's trying to solve a dispute. Now that may be important with all that water energy that we had. It could be that, people are so emotionally invested that they need someone to come in and sort of sort out things, to think rationally, dispassionately. And if that's you, you're able to do that unless it touches you on an emotional level. It comes close to home. So this is a day where you could be getting some professional advice. You may be traveling. You may be dealing with a communicator. This is the kind of energy that is bright, energetic, and mentally quick. So, perhaps you're a truth speaker or you're getting the truth. In other cases, there are issues connected to study and learning in professions. But for others of you, this may be somebody who is prone to being sarcastic, rude, calculating, not really caring about the feelings of others. It's a day where you could be doing that, or perhaps you're just taking it all in. You're observing the people around you. Now, for some of you, the focus is on a young person, children, youth, and watching them achieve, mature, grow. And perhaps there's something to be proud of, either how they've grown emotionally or some kind of academic achievement. This is a day where, again, you can resolve small frustrations and disagreements by keeping things in perspective, knowing not to sweat the small stuff or what's important, what's worth fighting over and what's not. It's a day where maybe you're going to meet somebody new, or you're going to get closer to somebody you already know, unless things are not going well, in which case you may become further apart, especially if there's a difference of opinion or someone's sarcastic or they've got a sharp tongue or they're rude. But in the positive, there's a meeting of the minds here. You're in agreement, you're on the same page, and you both have a moment of clarity and understanding about something. For some of you, it's a day where the mental supports being witty or funny or unusual and saying something that may be important that draws you closer to other people. And it's a day where being able to roll with the punches, move spontaneously, and let the element of surprise work for you is successful. And you may feel very comfortable in dealing with people, communicating with people, regardless of their opinion or their background. So some of you are focused on getting some things done that may tie to paperwork or plans. And the best way to achieve today is by setting small goals. This is a page, so not trying to take that big leap, but just looking at the steps necessary one by one makes it easier to accomplish something. So some of you are getting some new ideas. You're hearing news, maybe about children or grandchildren. It's the birth of a new idea. And you're getting news. But in spite of what kind of news that is, even if it's good, you can't assume that, this is the final word and success is assured. Likewise, if you've gotten some negative news, you can't assume that it's the final word and it's closed out, it's a done deal. This is a day where you have to be careful in your planning. If you're traveling, if you're, have an appointment, you're either going to get there sooner or you're going to get there later than expected. But you have to be careful of getting involved in a small accident. It's a day where your energy level may be unpredictable. There are times throughout the day you may feel very motivated, and then other times, you may fall flat. So there's some up and down with regard to energy. Negatively, if you're getting bad news, it may be about a lawsuit, or it could be about matters connected to a young person, their health, family life. Maybe they're not growing the way you think they should, or what they're doing is becoming a source of concern. Some of you, again, this is getting lost in the details, the trivial, and exaggerating that, making a big deal out of nothing, making mountains out of molehills. If you have a small issue, maybe some kind of medical concern, a dental problem, before you know it, that can flare up into something that becomes a major issue. And if you haven't been paying attention to the details, perhaps some kind of oversight means a financial problem or a legal issue or misunderstanding that gets out of hand. So today can end in a disagreement, and perhaps this argument or rude remark takes you off guard. You were surprised or shocked by it. And as a result, you may start looking closer at the people that you're with, their connection, your interaction, their character. And you may start to feel that what you're seeing is not very appealing. You don't like how they speak or how they talk to you or how they behave, how they treat others. And it becomes either a warning sign or the last straw in your connection. Some of you, this is trying to draw on that childlike charm, appeal, enthusiasm that is just a front for something more sinister. Maybe, behind somebody's spontaneous, exuberant behavior is actually a conniving, callous nature. So in this image, we see the page with a sword. And he looks rather peaceful. It's settled down into the ground. However, usually swords indicate, given their position, whether you're going to get the truth or whether you're going to get a mixed signal. And in the downward position, communication is problematic. And so I don't know if this page is bored or not really interested in what he's finding out. Maybe he's not really motivated very much